Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Man, I can't come down, it's only up from here. I can shake this hell off, yeah, I know it's real. When I see you telling people, tell me what's the deal. Man, I'm feeling like David when I do my dance. I'm fading like a spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. I'm fading in the spirit. My vision kinda blurry. I'm feeling kinda woozy. Yeah. Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I'm feeling kinda dizzy, and ain't pop the pill. I'm high on cloud nine, and I'm feeling fine.
Come on, Jesus Christ, tell me what's the deal. I swear that's my fave. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Think and Grow with Vette Green. We have Ms. OG Moan in the house. Welcome, Hunty. And of course, we have our special guest, the Joker.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Welcome.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing, OG Moan up there? I think you on. I think you
Well,
on mute.
that has that's because
You on mute.
that's
Yep.
your account in our system. And in order
You
to get
good?
rid of that number, we would have to create a new
Yep. I
account.
think you still on mute. Well, we're gonna
So
start the show while
that's
we
how
while
that
we
happened.
try
But
and
I
figure out
swapped
what's
it. I
going
got
on with
808.
OG Moan's sound there. So thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of Think and Grow with Vette Green. Today we are going to be talking about, did you show me your representative? Okay, we go get into that. And then afterwards, in the second half, we are going to be interviewing the Joker. I don't know if you guys are aware of who the Joker is, but he is an artist from Buffalo, New York, our city. And he is here to talk about new music that he has coming out. And we're also going to kick it and talk about different things, how it was growing up in Buffalo and his journey to just figuring himself out and just continuing to chase after his dreams. So I applaud you for that, the Joker. I do, because a lot of people aren't willing to make the sacrifices and continue to chase after your dreams. So how was your weekend, OG Moan? You got your sound going good? Nope. It might be on mute. Nope. You see something on your side, Don? Yeah, you. I still can't hear you. Okay. Well, while she's doing that, I want to talk about this Buffalo Bills game. Okay. The get man, Bills Mafia all day long, bro. Bills Mafia all day long. That game was crazy.
Yeah,
It
I
was
enjoyed it. I
crazy.
enjoyed it.
Okay.
Man, were you surprised? Were you so
You're
the
welcome,
first
Catherine.
two
You have a great
halves,
night.
what
Thank you
were
so
what
much.
was in your mind the first two halves of the game?
Bye-bye.
Uh, my main thing when I was watching the game was that I was looking at the mistakes the offense was doing. The defense was working too hard. They was getting tired. Um, I was seeing the small mistakes, and I was seeing that the Ravens have speed. They was they that's the thing that they had a lot of speed, and I was like, how are we going to maneuver that speed? Do we got to, then we was getting penalties behind that too. So I was like, I was kind of like, man, I hope we can pull this off on their mistakes, and
Hmm.
that's what happened.
Yeah, I felt like they did their homework. I could see it in Lamar Jackson's face. Like,
Yeah,
he could see that he put his all into it. I think all of them did. The Ravens played really, really well. I felt that they did. I heard, and I think it may have been on the pop-up show. You and I were talking about it, that
yeah,
the Ravens felt intimidated. So,
yeah,
once I
yeah,
heard that, and then I saw the first two halves of the game, I said, yeah, they did their homework. They really did
yeah.
they studied the Bills, because they
They
know,
watched they watched some
regardless of what,
videotapes.
man, yes.
Yeah, they watched some videotapes.
That's
They
how
they
I
definitely
felt too.
studied. And
That's
we
how I
did
felt.
too. And we did too. But I know they was ready for that speed, and they was trying to figure out. And then a lot of our injuries, like Phillips and Oliver's out. They got the big boys. They got speed. They stopped that middle. That spread the defense out a little bit to where Greg can do his thing, and Miller can do their thing and do what they do best. But when you ain't got that middle, and it's all on Edmonds and whoever else going to step up and play, it made a big difference on that defensive line, and they took advantage of that, man. So shout out to the Ravens on that. They definitely knew the weakness that we had, and they tried their
Mm-hmm.
best to do that. So they almost capitalized off it too.
Yeah, I was like, as you know, I was in Baltimore this weekend at my cousin's house, and man, when I tell you he brought Buffalo and Lackawanna to Baltimore, we showed up and we showed out in there. We showed
Yeah,
up
Hello.
and we
yeah,
we oh you're good now.
Okay. Okay.
And so we in the house, right, and we got Ravens fans, we got Buffaloes fans, and we
yeah.
sitting there. And I turned to the one guy, him and his wife was there. He's from Baltimore, but she wasn't. But of course she supported, so she had her Baltimore gear on. And I turned to him, I'm like, y'all not getting any more points. This 2020 is where it's about to end. We about to get
That's it.
what we
That's
go
it.
get, and it's gonna be over. And
Yep,
sure as hell it didn't happen that way.
that's a fact.
It was on with us. So how was your weekend, OG Mom?
Not too bad. How was yours?
It was beautiful. It was nice to be away. It was
What'd you
nice to
do?
be. Went up to Baltimore, up to my cousin's house, and we did the Buffalo Bills whole thing, partied, and I was actually sick on Saturday. I can't drink. I don't know. All I heard was my mother's voice in my head. My woman, you shouldn't be drinking. I was laid up in the hotel room on Saturday.
Oh
I was
wow.
sick as a dog, man. I was ready for Sunday though. Okay, I was ready for Sunday. Bills gear on. The hotel that we were in, it was Buffalo Bills people. Don, do you have that? I actually interviewed somebody, this guy, because it was so crazy how many Buffalo Bills fans, like, we will travel. We will travel for the Bills. We will do that. Um, I just want to see if Don has the video. I think I had sent it. Don, you got that video back there? Okay, he didn't get it. Okay, my bad. It was crazy this weekend. And then to top it off, I switched phone carriers and couldn't text or anything. It was just crazy. But let's
Yeah,
get to
yeah.
talking about how was your weekend, the Joker? I didn't even ask you.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty good. I did a lot of prep work, a lot of marketing, and a lot of amazing things happened, which we talked about on my show. FaceTime with my boy Jacob Six and my boy Diddy. FaceTime me on IG. That was an amazing conversation. You know what I mean? So that was cool that they watching the Buffalo movement and everything and seeing all the talent. Thank God to my boy Westside Gun. Conway and Benny and them definitely showing a lot of love to the city and spreading open the opportunities for people to get recognized. And Diddy is definitely seeing what I got going on. And Jacob, his executive, he tuned in to the 514 Online Mix Show. And I also told him I was going to be on your platform. So hopefully they'll tune in
Oh,
and
that's what's up.
download the app, whatever they gonna do to see what's going on. Pretty much knowing Diddy, he'll download the app because he got a lot of things too, apps and stuff with the Revo TV, so he knows that market. So he'll probably tap in on that end and see what's going on. Him and Jacob, and they're good people, man. So I appreciate that they looking and give me some encouragement and showing me some love. So that was real powerful for me this weekend. Very
That's what's
excited.
up. Well, congratulations to you. When you put
Yeah,
out good energy comes back to you for sure.
Mhm.
For sure. I wish we tell some of these people that be showing up as their representatives instead of their true self that
yeah,
come on now, come on.
that's right.
Have you ever dealt with someone or dated someone who showed up as their representative? Now, I'll say this: a lot of times, many of us we will show a different side of us because we want the person to like us, but you don't keep going on with that. You don't keep
Hmm.
going on with that, and then months down the line, it's like, where did that person go that I met? What happened? What am I missing here? You
Hmm. Yeah. Well,
OG Bone, what you guys to say about that? You dated
I think the
somebody,
Joker was about to say something.
the
yeah.
Joker?
Yeah. One thing about me, I kept it real from the beginning. I never
Oh,
really, never really was the type of person to change up to somebody that I meet. I give them my true color in the beginning, let them know I'm this, that, and the third. This is what I do. This is how I am. I give them my do's and my don'ts and my warnings. You know what I mean? If they catch on, they catch on. If they don't, that's on them. I know, that's always been me.
Man,
That's
you,
always been me.
I, 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 especially now in this time in my life, I make it a point to show up as I am because it's so tiring to not
Mm,
show up as the person that I really am because you will get tired of being someone that you aren't. So in this season in my life, I make it a point to show up as I am, try and be the bubbly part, just be
mm,
me.
mhm.
Because if you don't like me, then you don't want to be with me. You don't want to deal with me if you don't like me. Like this is who I am.
Yeah.
Either accept it or not accept it. My challenge is when you have these guys and gals, because I've heard both stories, guys and gals, and it don't even matter which way you swing. It can be guy, guy, girl, girl, guy, girl, girl. You know what I mean? It don't even matter. Somebody seems to always show up as the representative. Why do you think that is? Why do you think it is so hard for people to just be themselves instead of just be yourself? What's the problem with that? Am I missing something? Y'all can
Ramon, you got
answer.
that? You okay? I don't want to answer at the same
Oh,
time, but
Am I missing something, OG Mo? What do you think the issue is with people not showing up as themselves? Why the representative?
like you said, to get people to like them and accept them, and they're not
Dang.
comfortable embracing their own flaws. So, I might not want to let you know how much of uh, self-conscious I am, or I might not want to let you know my flaws. I might not want you to see how broken I am.
Mm.
I
Mm.
might not want you to know how broke I am.
yeah, yeah. And it's a
So,
trust issue too. Trusting
trust,
yourself and trusting
absolutely,
others. You know,
absolutely.
and I know there's a lot of I know there's a lot of people that I've dated in my past that they want to see that they want me to see the good side
Right,
all the time. They don't want to
right.
see the angry woman or the battered woman or the woman that was abused growing up, sexually
Hmm.
abused growing up. They want to put that to the side and don't want to show their true colors of what they really going through inside
Right,
in their inner me. You know
right.
what I
Mm.
mean? That which is the enemy. Get it?
Hmm. Right,
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so they want to hide
right.
that, and and every person I've dated, I put my dirty laundry in front all the time, and then they judge me different with that, and I'm cool with that. If you can't accept where I come from or how I grew up, like my story with me being in a placement home all my life and stuff like that. So, which we're gonna talk more about that on my segment, but and I bring that to the table. Listen, you got a mother and father live in your house. I dated a girl that had a mother and father in the house through the whole time she was raised with her brothers and everything, and she was different. And she was, when she looked at my life, she was shocked because she never was around a black man that was in a single parent home, raised by the system, in and out of the courts because of not, under my not my control. You know what I mean? I can't control that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So it's like I bring that to the table, and they think that okay, they think that I was still peaches and cream in my life. No, you know what I mean? You don't understand that I was raised by the system. I know that's why I talk to police officers different. I talk to the judge different when I'm in court. Now, one of my dates with the court, I went to court for something that was crazy. And I talked to the judge like I talked to my homies. Like, come on, man, I respect them, but at the same time, you're not going, I have integrity here. Like, if I got to get
Mm-hmm.
locked up for my integrity, then lock me up there. I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? It's interesting that you said that is the trust because I never even thought about that. It is trusting ourselves as well. That's something that I am working on right now. Just trusting my own gut. Just because I've been through so much, and I don't want to continue to repeat the same bull crap, you know what I
Hmm.
mean, in my life. So it is the trust and it is the flaws because we don't want them to see like it took a lot for me to let somebody see not the eyelashes and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
You want to be all cute and stuff for them, but for the most part I do work on showing up as myself because man, could you imagine if you didn't cook and stuff, and then you portraying that you're this person, and then months down the line they're like, okay, where's the dinner? Or what
Mhm.
happened to that lady? I was watching a show on BET Plus, I think it was. And the guy and the girl, they were together for months. They had ended up moving in together, and she started getting comfortable. You know how we
Yeah,
get comfortable. Now we want to
yeah,
wig. We may not put a wig on. We not doing that stuff. And the
yeah.
guy, and the guy told her, I thought it was so interesting. The guy told her, he actually sat down with her because he was talking to a girl on the phone. He wasn't They hadn't slept together or anything like that. He was just weighing his options, is what I say. And she found out, and he talked to her about it. And I love that it was such an adult conversation. And what he said to her is, when we first got together, you dressed up for me. And I know all the time you may not want to do that, but these are the things you did for me. And then you stop. And it's like, did you show it? Was that really you? Because she actually felt more comfortable. She was a tomboy. She felt more comfortable in the jeans and the sweatsuits and the sneakers, things like that. But then now that they're together, he's like, what happened to that woman that I fell in love with? I don't need you to do this all the time, but
Right.
where's that
Hmm.
representative now?
Right, right.
Right.
I
Yep.
never had them issues. I never had that problem. I always accepted anybody that I was with. I accepted who they were. I never really, far as how they look and how they, do they things behind closed doors, how they chill around the house. You know what I'm saying, with the jelly stain on the shirt. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. You know,
Jelly
Yeah.
hot
long as you're in the house
sauce.
chilling, we Netflixing and chilling. I mean, I don't have no problem with that. When we go out and we go shopping and all that, because I'll be presentable. I'm the type of person. My mama raised me. Don't leave the house with dirty drawers. Don't leave the house not washing your face and brush your teeth and combing your hair. And don't go out here looking ghetto and looking like you ain't got no sense or no home training. So that always was instilled in me growing up. So we
Mhm.
go shopping. She be like, why you brushing your teeth? You finna cheat on me? And no, my mom, I'm just Zimmy. It's natural to me. Give me 10 minutes. I gotta come here and I gotta do this. I changed my shirt. I done wore this all day. Then worked
Uh-huh.
out and cut the grass, took trash out, and walked the dog. I ain't come out here smelling like everybody else.
Right, right. Don said, yes, fake and bacon. Facts. She got the ring. She got what she want, either a baby or a ring. So she don't got to do it anymore. So she
Yeah,
don't got.
yeah. In house, it don't matter. In house, you can do what you want to do. Walk around. You know what I'm saying, with your drawers on. Hey, ain't nobody. It's we at home. We good. You know what I mean. But when you go
Uh-huh.
outside, you gotta at least brush your hair, wash your face. You know what I mean. If you want to brush your teeth, throw some mouthwash in that thing for a minute temporarily, just till we get to the house. We can fake it till we make it when we go after we come back from Walmart or something. It's cool.
Do you have a crazy representative story? Somebody that showed up as somebody totally different, and it was like, wait a minute, that is not the person that I met.
Yeah. Plenty of times. Plenty of
That
times.
is.
I got stories for days. This is a 3-part series right here.
Yeah, I got a crazy representative story. This guy ended up hitting me. I was like, wait a minute, that I ain't signed up for no mess like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
he was crazy.
yeah,
He was crazy, crazy. So I had to let
yeah,
that go. I had to
yeah,
let
yeah,
that
yeah.
go.
Now, if you put that on the table and said I got issues, then you make a decision from there.
Yeah, not
Right.
at all. This
Yeah,
this was
yeah,
wined and dined and shined and was one of them fly guys. And come
yeah,
to find out, I should have knew, because you see the warning signs, you
Yep.
yeah,
see the red flags. I
Yep.
saw red flags, and then I was like, and then I had heard things. Then I was
yeah,
like, wait a minute,
yeah,
something ain't
yeah,
right. Something ain't right. He loved to uh he was very, very controlling.
yeah.
He was very, very controlling. And it was right after I had broken up with my ex. So I'm new to the dating thing. Please, what?
Yeah, yeah,
Please, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
It's a lot of people. A lot of people that I know that have those control issues. I never was a control the person unless I had to be. You know, if it's something that's just out the ordinary and I really want that person to try to know their divine self, what's going on, like, come on, shorty, you doing too much. Like, you know, and then I gotta step in, like, now if you ain't gonna do this and the third, then I gotta bounce. And then if it get worse, sometimes I'll just leave in the situation. But if it's agged on, me back in the day when I ain't had no sense, yeah, it can get ugly. That's when before I knew my divine self, before I knew, what I'm saying, who the Joker was, the Franklin side, the Stewarts that came out. You know what I mean? And
I like how you said my divine self. I like
yeah, yeah,
that.
the Stewarts came out. Anybody know my family, the Stewarts? We the second biggest family in the city of Buffalo. I don't know if y'all got that what was it, what year was it they came out with the black families? They had the black families in every nationality in the Buffalo News of the biggest family in Western New York, and in the two top families was black families. One
Mm,
was McCutcheons, number
of
two came the
course.
Stewarts, and then it was a couple, that the black family, I think, was what was it, McCutcheons, Stewarts, Smiths, Gibsons, and what was the fourth one? I forgot the fourth one, but yeah, we was number two.
Oh wow. Oh
Yeah, my grandmother
wow.
had 22 kids
Oh wow.
on my father's
Oh,
side
you.
of the
I
family.
think you
Yeah,
beat
Woo.
Miss McCutcheon. I want to say she might have had 21.
I think she had, yeah, but she had 21. But the next generation, not just out the box.
Oh,
Yeah,
I bet.
yeah,
I
yeah,
bet
because
that my
cause they
stepfather. That's my stepfather. Yeah.
cause they based out of Rochester, Buffalo, Detroit, New York, and Texas, I believe.
Mm.
Yeah, something like that. They said, yeah. So they McCutcheons like roaches. So
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of
yeah,
them. I remember when she
yeah,
passed away, there were over like 100 grandkids, 100 great grandkids, and
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. That's
I'm
crazy.
real close. And on the Stewart side of my family, my cousins, they married. I think it's six McCutcheons married in our family. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, six McCutcheons married in our family. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't name them all, but they said about six. Because
Look at the extension.
every time somebody hit me up, they were like, "Yo, that's my nephew," and I said, "That's my cousin." Now, yeah, I'm married to so and so. I'm like, "Word," you know what I mean? I'm like, "Okay, all right, then," especially Jamal. Me and Jamal real cool. McCutcheon, Jamal, me and him used to
Jamel.
always, yeah, Jamal. I call him
Yeah.
Jay. He was a good ball
Yeah.
player. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
I
used to
just
hang out.
I just saw him pushing a baby a couple
Yeah.
of weeks ago. I'm like, cuz, you got a baby? Like you done for real started over?
Uh,
A baby in a stroller at
and I
that.
forgot. I think that was his little brother name. The other one they call him Baby Jordan. He was a good ball player. Did he got a little brother or a little cousin? Somebody that was he was dark skinned. He was always laid back. Uh, I forgot the brother name. He was real dark skinned, but he could hoop, boy. Back in the day, he was played for JV. Then he went varsity in Lackawanna. He was a
Mm.
McCutcheon, but yeah, he used to always laugh at me. I used to tell jokes. He's like, man, that hump Joker funny. He a trip, and I see him on the court all the time. He was nice. They used to call him Baby Jordan. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he had every pair of Jordans in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah, that was my
He
boy.
definitely wasn't he was representing Jordan.
Yeah, he was definitely representing that brand. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my family out there.
hmm Have you guys ever heard stories from friends who dated somebody that, I mean, they were like into it, maybe months into it, and then come to find out this guy had a whole entire family, like he was representing something, or she had a dude representing something totally that they were not at
Mm.
all. You heard stories like that, OG Mom?
Oh yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Did
Of
they stay
course.
with him or did they
Might have been entangled in one of my dog myself. Okay. Okay.
okay. You a
No
mess.
doubt.
You
Might have been involved with my dog. You know how these dudes in Buffalo is.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not only I can't speak for other cities, but right here, you know
yeah,
how these dudes go, you
yeah,
know?
it's tough.
So
yeah.
I
We
mean they'll
we
make you think they
we something
single
else.
and it's all about you and all that other. Meanwhile, at home, the wife don't know nothing about you.
And it can
You
go
know?
both ways.
Yeah.
I have family members that are gay and have been with a guy and been walking in the gallery and seen him with his wife. You know, it's
Oh.
like the reference, man,
Yep.
it's crazy out here. Like,
Yep.
Yeah,
just be
it is.
yourself. Just be
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let me
Definitely.
fall for you. Let me
Yeah.
like the Joker said, tell me your flaws, you know? You may not want to tell me the very first date time we go out. But man, tell me your flaws. Let me choose, because that be the thing right there.
Right.
Let me choose whether I want to continue to be with you or continue, wherever this is going. Let me make that option.
Right.
Don't let me find out from somebody else what's really going on with your life.
Mhm.
Let me find
Definitely.
out.
Definitely. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. Show said, don't be blaming the man, OG mom.
Oh Lord, you gotta blame the men though. It start with the man.
It
know,
do.
It's not
It
really
do.
about the women. I'm not gonna say it's us. No, it's the men. We accept in the image that you guys give us. We don't know what's going on when we meet you. You know,
what you
once the
doing?
honeymoon phase is over, then what?
What you're doing? You respecting the leadership. You know what I mean? Because man is supposed to be the
And that's
man
right.
of the house, and you know what I'm saying. And I
Exactly.
respect that.
The
It makes
protector, the
sense.
provider, all of that good
Yeah,
stuff.
it makes sense. It makes sense. I
We not
respect
the one. We not the man. We can't come
Right.
in all, you know.
that.
We
Mhm.
can't do that. We can't
Yeah.
come in trying to put the foot down. No, you gotta come in, with the little femininity and okay, what you want to eat. No, that's how we,
Yeah.
hoping that a real man will
He's
align
saying
with
y'all
us
try.
so something
Yeah.
great could come out of it. But
Yeah.
don't
That's
come
right.
for me talking about don't come for the man. I'm man.
Yeah,
Don't
I
come.
respect
y'all
that.
try. Women got the rep they give as well. You do have some women that's out there portraying. You do. I know
Yeah,
some women
yeah.
that be out there portraying. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that it's just one-sided, but as a
Right.
female living in this area, it is very, very. First of all, we have a small amount of men that's available, depending
Yeah.
on who you want to date. You have a
That's right.
small amount of men,
That's
and
Right.
then these men, you got men that they act like they got jobs and they don't.
Oh,
They act
yep.
like they don't and be posing in front of. That's my pet peeve right there. Don't pose in front of a car. Post it to your Facebook like it's yours, or post it to your Instagram like it's yours.
Right.
That
Right.
is so annoying. It's like, man, and be
Right.
flexing too hard.
I never was afraid to let a female know I was broke.
Oh,
I know that's
I let them
right.
know in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
okay.
got nothing. I ain't got ish. What you mean? You know what I
Okay.
mean? Could you give me chicken McNugget? I don't got chicken McNugget money, baby girl, but I got some oodles of noodles.
You so
I keep it
Okay.
100.
You
That's right.
If you want me to have that, let's build something together. Then, so
Right.
if we
Right.
can't build nothing together, then then you want that, then we can get that. But right now, I don't get that like that. You don't wait for my food stamp to come in.
you about to have me fall off this shit.
I keep it 100. I don't got time to be faking it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
That's it.
Just give me the card when the day come, okay? That's all.
That's
I'm
it.
gonna-
I
just give
let
me
you
the
go ahead and do the
card.
shopping. Yep.
That's
I don't
right.
mind. I don't mind giving you the card to go ahead and floss with it. I don't mind with that. We gonna eat though.
That's right.
Don talking about preach, Joker, preach. We're gonna take a quick break, everybody. Make sure you come on back. We're gonna start talking to the Joker, and we're gonna showcase some of his music. I'm telling you. Come on back. And if you are interested in having a podcast, make sure you hit up the Evening Rush Network. Come on over to the family. You might enjoy yourself and learn something as well. Come on back, everybody. Come on back.
Looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start? The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, the Joker, for joining me today. It's
Yes.
funny. Usually I'm on your podcast in the morning. So go ahead and
Yeah.
introduce yourself to the audience. Tell everybody who you are, where they can find you, and tell them about 514 Online Mix Radio. Shout out to 514 Online.
Yes, yeah, I'm the Joker the Overlook MC from the city of Buffalo, born and raised in Buffalo on the east side. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm an artist, podcaster, radio personality, um, marketing manager, marketing coach, music I'm also a music manager in the industry. And also own my own label, digital artist, all trades. I mean, from painting, drawing, music, all across the board. These are all my outlets. So I stay busy on all different areas. No doubt, I have 5 kids. I have a wife. What I'm saying, Rose City. What I'm saying, AKA Dawn. She knows that's my wifey, and she does a lot. We team up and do a lot of things. She do artwork and building things and all that. So we got a lot of things in common with that. And yeah, no doubt. And 3 grandkids. I can't forget that 5 kids and three
Ooh,
grandkids.
ooh, got
Yeah.
them grandbabies. Got them
Yes.
grandbabies. I
Them my
got
yeah,
three
them,
grand dogs. I'm
that's my
waiting on some
team.
humans.
Yeah. Yep. And then I got Sweet Tea, my dog. That's mother baby.
Sweet tea.
Sweet Tea.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
you hail from Buffalo, New York, but you have
Yeah.
also you grew up in Lackawanna as well. So talk
Yes.
to us about that. I find it so interesting that your when we talk just in general, you are always so upbeat, even though you don't come from like the best background. You don't come from
Yeah.
like the best environment.
Yeah.
None of
That's
us
right.
do. It was
Right.
hard. It was
Yeah, it was
hard. And
tough.
then, when the 80s came in, we had the crack epidemic, and that definitely changed
Yeah.
the places that we live, the place that we live. So talk to us about your journey to music coming from the east side of Buffalo. What got you into music?
What got me into music really was my mom. Only time I seen my mom happy when she played her vinyls. She
Mm.
wasn't a happy camper. What I'm saying, she wasn't a. To me, she was a good woman when she listened to music. To me, in my eyes, people look at her different back in those days, but I thought she was a evil woman to me. But when she played that music, she was a whole different character, and I always wanted to make her proud. So at the age of like 4 or 5, she used to play her Earth, Wind and Fire, and what I mean, her old school and all that. And she'll sit there with her herb and her wine, and we used to come out, and she'd get up and dance with us, and that was the good times that I remember about my mom. That was the best times ever. So my thing was, okay, I'm thinking in my head at age 5, like, oh, I'm gonna get into music, because I think I want my mother to be proud of me, because she never really was proud of me when I had good grades in school. She never was really proud of me on my artwork. She the only person that praised me on my artwork was my grandmother, my aunts, the people around me. But I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that I thought everybody can draw. You know what I mean? I didn't think that was a special thing to me. I was like, I'm thinking, you can't do this. They like, no, I can't do that. I was like, yes, you can. You
Stick
know what I mean?
figures.
Yeah, because I didn't know. I thought everybody was the same at age 5. So I didn't really think none of it. So when I did those things, I didn't feel like it was something special. But everybody looked at me, teachers, school, you were special. You could draw this and that. They always wanted me to do things for the school, billboards. They want you to do all the billboards in the school. Every school I went to, I always did like the murals and stuff on the wall in school and stuff like that. But there was an outlet for me. I didn't think nothing of it. So, but I want my mom to be proud of me. So I said, I'm gonna do music. I'm gonna express myself with music, and that was her thing. So, you know, so that was my life. That was me.
What got you into rapping? How'd you start rapping? Did you try singing first, or
I tried singing
what was
first.
that
Yeah,
progression?
I tried singing first. I had a pretty good voice. I used to sing in church in the choir.
Mm.
So they used to love me, and Aunt Tony and all them in the church back in the day. One of the churches was on East Ferry and Shuley. It was a small church right there, and I used to sing and stuff. So he's like, I was all right with that. But I was trying to find my niche. How can I get into the game? Because I knew I didn't have a voice on my own. I could harmonize real good, but I didn't have a voice of my own. But then when hip hop came, and I got involved in hip hop, and I was hearing my peers rapping, and I was like, I could do that. You know what I mean? I can put words together. I can make words rhyme. You know what I mean? And so I built on that as an age of 10, and then I got good at it. Okay, good at it at 14, and then I progressed by the time I was 18, and then I was going from there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So, so you were a part of the legendary Pack group in
yeah,
Lackawanna. You guys, I can
yeah,
remember you guys, man. When I tell you, when there were parties and stuff, we hoped that you guys came because it was singing, it was rapping, and it was dancing. It was
yeah,
crazy. Like
yes,
it was
yeah,
just the jack of everything. And y'all were just man. And it kind of reminded me of it was like Jodeci meets Wu Tang meets, it
yeah,
was just a little
yeah,
bit of everything. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I love when you
yeah,
guys were out
yeah.
there. So talk to us about the pack. Talk to us about that.
That's a funny story because when I met EG and Melvin and all them through a guy from a group home. I was in a group home with my boy Chance Pilgrim, who's definitely doing amazing right now in his music career. He sung background for Teddy Riley. He was a major singer, and so he recorded a song at Eric's house when Eric and his mom and his dad was living at the time. They was on Ingham at the end of that little house, and he recorded something and brought it back to the group home. I'm like, yo, you went to the studio? He said, it's the studio. I went to my man house out there in Lackawanna. And he was amazing to see. The track was amazing. I was like, yeah, that was off the chain. I said, I need to meet these cats because I want to get involved and get in where I fit in. So he took me there one day and I met Eric. And at that time, Big Joe was in there and Lil Hook. I didn't get to meet Pookie and Melvin yet. But so I was just pretty much in the studio talking with them and telling them what I can do. And I spit for Eric real quick. And he was like, okay, you all right. Yeah, I said, yes, that's what's up. And then he was playing a beat. He was making the beat. And I was like, okay, I'm going to write to this joint. So he gave me a copy. Yeah, go ahead and take this, see what you can do with it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what we can do. And then when I came back, at the time I'm a Lakers fan, so um, when Magic came on TV saying he had HIV, I'm a Magic Johnson fan, so I wrote a joint called "He Still Got the Magic Touch," and I
Mm-hmm.
wrote that with that beat. It came back and recorded it. Then Melvin and Pookie came in and heard the joint, and they was like, "What?" I said, and Pookie was like, "All right, that's what's up." And Big Joe was like, "I told you," because Big Joe went back to them and told them about me, whatever. And he was like, "I told you, man. He was all right, man. He was all right." So when I was writing the song, when I had to finish writing it and recorded it, Melvin was like, "Let me put a spin on that joint." He started singing on it. He came in, magic touch, so EG sampled it and broke it down. Mad, 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 mad. I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's what's up. And they do some cuts in there too. And that was the track. That was my first track. And ever since then, I built with them brothers, and they had a group called the Corner Boys at the time before it was the Pack.
Mm-hmm.
And then they was doing their little thing, and then a couple years later, they came up with the Pack. I wasn't even accepted in the group. I deboed my way in the group. Yeah, I'm gonna be a
You
part with y'all got
devote your
going.
way.
I deboed my way in the group. They'll tell you. And then when they did a track called "Dirty or Noise," me and EG put together a Dirty or Noise like an EP mixtape type of flavor, and they did like 3 tracks. They had regular version, and then they had my version. I put my little spin on it, and um, and then we started shopping them around, giving them out for free. Um, I pushed the name in Buffalo because nobody knew who they was in Buffalo at the time, just Lackawanna in the suburbs, certain people that came into the city prior to parties. And I pushed
Mm-hmm.
the name out there, and that's how Divine and Debonair and my man OG Haynes and all them boys, who was the world famous from the Upstate Click, and all them got to know who we were, and they started showing love and started booking the shows at Martin Luther King Park in Buffalo, and that's how the name got out. And then before you know it, Pat Cruz was born. Right, that was it.
That's
Yeah,
what's up. That's what's up.
yeah,
Your whole being lights up when you talk about the music. So
yeah.
if we got that, you sent the track to Don, didn't you?
Did I say a track to him? Did I say a track to you? I don't remember. I don't know. I don't think I did.
You didn't? Oh, okay. Well, tell everybody where they can stream your music at too, and we'll just continue talking. I did want to play
Well,
play something.
I know I can play one.
Can you?
Yeah, I can
Oh, I
play it.
forgot you. You know what?
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and play something
It-
for the
Yeah.
people.
yeah.
Hook us up. Hook us up.
I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. Let me see. Let's see if I can do something here. See if I can turn it up. Can y'all hear that?
No,
Can you hear it?
no.
Nope.
Okay. Let me try a different way then. I'm trying one more way. If this don't work, then we can move on. I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
try
fine.
one more way.
I've been definitely rocking to that. What is it? Never Die?
Yeah, that's the one Diddy like.
Man,
Yeah, Diddy love that joint.
man.
That's his favorite track.
That
That
make me want to sit back and grab a glass of wine and a
yeah,
What
drink.
is
yeah.
it? What is it?
Never
It's called
Die.
Never Die.
The
It's
Joker
on
over.
Apple Music.
It's on Apple Music too. Yeah, Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify. Some tracks is not on Apple for some weird reason, which I don't understand.
You said Never Die.
Never Die. Yeah, the Joker.
I go to Spotify.
Yeah, go to the Joker Overlook MC and all my tracks will come up. And I hope Debbie Never Die got picked to be on Apple because Apple act funny sometimes.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Apple
I
act kind
heard
of
that
funny.
before. So tell me
Uh-oh.
the thought process.
That's it.
Is
You
this
got it?
it?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
I love
Can you
that
hear it?
song.
I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
My life story.
Coming from the soul, my heart, my pen moves. Hair pop is the soul, jazz like smooth groove. The air in my life is twisted like intertubes. Folks sell their souls, hoes like prostitutes. Move on, stay strong like King Kong. My mind gone, we'll be back. So how long? Okay. After I tear up your area, smoking these trees, now it's messing up my stamina. Amateur, now you know the truth hurts. All I need is music, my wife, and artwork. Wicked the most high fly, he do work. His famous stay broke. Love to twerk, no work ethic, trying to stay epic. Yes, I'm a father, not close to perfect. I did my best to impress his death stress. That's why I stay cool, mint like fresh crust. Come on.
It's fire, right?
I'm saving this.
Right?
Yeah, I appreciate
Right?
I'm
that.
saving
It's
it.
fire. I told
Appreciate
you.
that.
You know what? I've listened to that song a few
And
times.
that's on Apple Music.
It was on
Yeah,
Apple.
that's what's
That's
up.
on Apple Music.
Yeah, thank God
You
that
said
they
you a
put it on there.
father. You said in here that you're a father and not perfect. You really did pour your soul out into this song. Was it therapeutic for you making it?
Yeah, definitely. I wanted to. I was talking to my kids when I wrote that. You know what I mean? Especially my oldest son who has bitterness towards me, and I wanted him to hear the story about who your dad really is, instead of hearing my story through somebody else's mouth. Get it from the source. So I know music is also his therapy too. So I'm hoping that he can listen to this and know more about who his father really is. That was a really deep, personal. I wrote that with my heart on my sleeve, as you could tell, especially that second verse. That second verse is definitely the one. And I performed that throughout this whole year. I got a show December 17th in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and for a fundraiser for kids and toys and stuff like that. So they want me to come to perform, particularly probably that song too. So yeah.
OG Mon coming from the song that you play in the morning, the Joker, for the fire topics.
Yeah.
That's her brother is Rose Gold Rails. That's
Okay.
him on it. That's her
Okay.
brother.
That's what's up. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh, he played the song?
His opening song, Rails is on there. That's
Which
Yeah,
one is it?
the one with what's the my man Dale Hayes. Dale Hayes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's my for the fire topics. Usually when we do fire topics with heavy topics, when we do a segment, that's the opening track for the song for that. Yeah.
Oh,
on
wow.
the show.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, I know that voice.
Yeah.
That's
He's
right.
very talented dude. He hit me up a couple of times, and he definitely want to do a feature with me. So we probably end up doing something in the future.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Yeah.
That'd definitely be fire.
No
But
doubt.
I'm interested. Let me hear you hit us with the second verse.
You go to the second verse.
Yeah, no, we want to hear from you.
Man, I ain't even ready to do that right now.
Yeah, well,
Look,
Yo.
Diddy watching.
Yeah,
Watching.
you know what I'm
come
saying? I can spit you something that's no more than that real quick.
Okay.
One of my favorite freestyles I do for people to hear. I comes rough and tough cause I'm straight from buff cause I'm a bad boy like my main man Puff. So
Oh.
freak this fat flow to here to give you some more. I'm representing the click from Miller to Fillmore. Hit the jump shot like my man John Starks. Shoot hoops after dark at Delaware Park. I share that ass like my name was the Shack. Rough buff on some because we got it like that. Buff got the funk in your phone. Trail the aroma. Drop bombs on your town like your town was Oklahoma. Your Buffalo brothers is the craziest, the funkiest, pumpy. Don't fade to this word to mama. I come to bring the drama. I eat your ass up like my name was Piranha or Jeffrey Dahmer.
Rough buff.
Yeah.
Y'all need to hurry up and do a collab. You and Rose Gold Rail.
Yeah.
Because y'all got it.
Yeah. Shout out to him. I like it. I like what he got going on.
Right?
I like how he's branding himself. You know what I mean? I like what he's doing. But I'm you know what I'm saying I'm hoping and praying he'll come to me for some coaching advice. I think he can go on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think he can go a whole nother level.
I told him
he got your information, right?
Yeah, he followed me on Facebook and he hit me up a couple times and he's very humble and happy that I played the track. But he also said in the future we gonna do something. I said, man, just let me know. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm following your lead. Yeah.
He got one out called Fire. I think it's called Fire Away. That's one of my favorite ones from.
That's
man.
Yeah.
Man, I told him you got that. He got that. You know how Drake can not sing, but he can kind of croon on songs. That's what he got that. He can croon on songs, and he got that pretty boy.
Can I play one second of it?
Yeah, do that. Do that.
I just so happen to have it right here. Can you hear it?
It's the one.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yep.
Fly Away.
Never stressing what they talking cause it's nonsense. I got it off the modern niggas pocket watching. And I'm a player, nigga, you ain't fucking my bitch. They priorities, they got it fucked up. So much fake shit, you can tell what's what. The who's who, they be smiling in your face. Cause your niggas in your place showing everything but love. I pass hoes to my team, they be mad, right? Trail got me in the suite, if it act right. I tell a pack like this gon' take all day. Then I'm back to the money down on Broadway. I miss real love, I want affection. I wanna ride around the streets with no protection. They wanna see me down, they wanna see me out. But every day I wake up, it's a blessing. I wish I could fly.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's my joint. I love that.
He got the voice for the game too.
Yeah.
Right?
He got the voice. That voice is catchy.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why I like to mark him in a different way. If I ever market coach him, man, I like to take him to a whole different perspective of the game. Because that's one thing that us, not just artists in Buffalo, that's a lot of artists is lacking on the marketing side and knowing their niche or what lane they need to be in. And they want to be in that lane of Drake and everything. But they don't realize sometimes you got your own lane. You just got to go ahead and take it to a different lane to where you can create your own lane and you can move a little quicker. You just don't, some people get fear in them in that areas, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm a marketing coach, and I tell people to what they can do, and that's why look at me. I've been doing this for a long time, and Diddy in my inbox, face, with my man
Yeah, that's
Jacob.
huge.
I
That's
mean,
huge.
you know,
Congratulations on that.
yeah, he, Diddy was, like, I'm watching you, I see what's going on. He was like, upstate New York is fire right now.
Oh wow.
He was like,
Wow.
man, he said,
Buffalo's on the map. Do you feel like Buffalo is going to be taking off in the next 5 years? More artists, because right now, when people think about Buffalo artists, they say Benny, um, Conway,
yeah,
those guys. Do you
Yes.
think that Buffalo within the next 5 years is probably, especially because it's on the radar? You hear a lot of people talking about it.
I think it's not next 5 years. Right now, it's strong
Okay.
right now. Like right now on the internet radios right now that I'm connected with. I'm connected to at least say five different internet radios for me being on 514 Online Mix, and they all the playlists from a lot of these people. Uh, Caleb Bishop is on the playlists. Shay Nora's on the playlist. YNX 716 is on them playlists. Cap
Oh, I
716 is on the
like him.
playlists. Who else on the playlist out of Buffalo? Of course, 38 Special, your Biddies, your Conways. Who else? My cousin Ricky High. He's on the playlist. He's on the playlists all across the internet. That's the lane that we representing right now. Not pretty much mainstream radio, but internet radio, we smashing it right now. Like every list I see that comes up on my email, I see at least 6 to 7 different Buffalo artists on there. Pretty Billy killing it right now.
Mm.
From Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Female MC is killing it out of Buffalo. That's really on that different type of radar overseas and all that. So me being in that lane, being a personality and seeing the playlists and seeing what these DJs are playing, we already on the map. You know what I mean? It's just that Benny and Westside Gun and Conway, and don't forget Amani Caesar on a whole different level. You know what I mean? Seven the Genius, who signed the drum work from Buffalo. She's on a whole nother level with under Conway. So it's like they on a different level of independency, but slowly in the corporate world a little bit. Benny's in the corporate world because he signed with Def Jam. So now he's about to be on a whole different level on his new first album coming out, Def Jam. That's gonna be the bait for us, for people like the Diddy's just looking right now because they see Benny about to be that one because he did a track with Benny. You know what I'm saying? He did 2 tracks with Benny because he's gonna be on
Mm.
Benny's new album, Def Jam. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot of the talent in Buffalo, but they got to understand the market of it. If you don't understand the market of it, Diddy is not going to hit you in your inbox. You're not going, you know what I'm saying? Westside Gun is not going to reach his hand out until you reach to that level. You know what I'm saying? People say that's shady or he hated. No, you got to put in that work. You know what I mean? It's boot camp in the game right now. We the eye
Mm.
opener right now. They're
Mm.
predicting Buffalo to go to the bowl and win. You know what I mean? The
Oh
Yeah,
Buffalo
wow.
that's
Sabres is doing their thing right now. They undefeated in preseason right now. They predicting the Sabres to go to the Cup this year. It's all
mm.
Buffalo across the board. All these movies getting filmed in the upstate.
In
You
Buffalo,
know,
yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Buffalo right now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They doing a couple scenes. I believe they're doing a couple scenes. Um, I believe it's the first week of November. Rick James and Perry's. You know what I mean?
I
So
can't wait for that.
so it's like it's so many things going on in the city. You know what I'm saying? Us as an artist coming from Buffalo, you got to figure out how to capitalize off that. That's on you, on your brand, and what you need to do. It's more than just a city. You got to travel. I've been traveling for the last past 20 years off and on. Look where I'm at now. I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You know what I mean? I've been traveling. I lived in Atlanta. I lived in South Carolina. I lived in Indianapolis. I've been in all these places within 20 years. You know what I'm saying? And built my brand to a different level. You know what I mean? And that's why everybody keep hitting me up like, when you come to the city, y'all say, listen, y'all put something together, I'll come to the city. Y'all got to pay. Y'all just pay for my hotel. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. I'm out there. I'm out there for the free. I go out there and show love. And
Hmm.
everybody like, yo, you can sell out a venue because people always ask about you. I say, yeah, let's do it. I'm ready.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, ain't no big thing.
What,
I
what
bring
do
the whole
you
podcast with me.
what do you think is the most fear before we shut down? Just what do you think holds artists back, and how can you help them? Because you give away so much advice and so many nuggets for free
Yeah,
during your podcast. So
yeah.
if you guys have not checked them out on 514 online, the pop-up show with the Joker airs every morning 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. He gives out a lot of things I've even used
Yeah.
in
Plug
my
it in
line
again.
of
What is it?
business. Yep, it's the pop-up show with the Joker.
Yeah.
7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
At
on
514onlinemix.com.
Say
mm-hmm.
it again.
514onlinemix.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you click on and you click play and it's live. 24/7, 365. I have a morning show on there at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I play
Okay.
good music. I be jamming. We got play tomorrow. We playing that Y2K music at 2000 music tomorrow. That's hump day. And we got Jer Taker,
Yeah.
the other co-host every Wednesday coming on. So it's gonna be fun tomorrow.
Yeah. Shout out to the Jer Taker. I was saying this. I was saying his name wrong. I was like, oh God. I thought it was Jerk Taker.
Yeah,
Jerk Taker. It's
yeah,
totally not that. So
yeah, yeah. Jer
shout out
Taker.
to him. Shout
Yeah,
out to him.
he's an
So,
amazing
so
dude.
yeah. Before we shut down, OG Mo, you got any more questions you want to ask him? I love it. I love it. I love it.
Um, what kind of gems can you drop on somebody that's trying to come into the game or get a little more established? Like what kind
Yeah.
of sound advice can you give someone just coming in?
My best advice I give to up and coming artists out of the city of Buffalo is, my main thing is focus on know your audience and know your market. How you do that, you got to find your niche. You got to have a coach. If you an artist out of Buffalo and you don't have a marketing coach, you don't have to be me. Anybody that knows the marketing game and know the true marketing game, not just the people that went to college for it, because they
Right,
only gonna teach you the corporate side of it. They're not gonna
right,
keep you
right,
the coming up game behind the scenes. That's people like me, anybody else that that's behind, like Conway and them that's pushing their market, and they're learning more on their side too. So yeah, know your market and get a coach that can teach you how to set your social medias up proper. How to take proper pictures. You know what I
right,
mean? Make sure your graphics is good and clear. How you do ads. What's your ad audience? What hashtags you use? What hashtags don't you use? There's so many things that they need to know behind it just going in the studio, just recording
hmm,
that hit song. You know what I mean? Because every song gonna be a hit. That's how you market it.
right,
Mm,
right.
Yeah.
And so who are
mm.
you looking forward to doing the feature with?
Of course, my dream feature is always gonna be my boy Conway.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
That's yeah. I mean, he's definitely he has a story to tell, man, and been hearing his music and his story is amazing. I think that should be the first biopic out of Griselda. It
Okay.
should be Conway, man, from him getting shot to how he was raised. And he right with a heart and sleeve like myself. So that's my feature blessing that I would love to have is
Okay.
to be Conway. Yeah,
Conway.
yeah,
Well, that might be a reality soon for you
yeah,
because you plugged in and it's
yeah.
it's only it's only up from here.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah,
Okay.
Mm.
that's what's up.
Playing that music that I just heard, it's only up from here for you.
Yeah, appreciate it, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
When's the new music coming out?
The new album dropping in January. Wu Injection with DJ Flipside. DJ Flipside is a Wu Tang Clan mixtape DJ with Hell Rel. He signed to Hell Rel Records. Who Hell Rel is with the Killer Bees from the Wu Tang Clan. And we also have a Wu Tang Clan DJ affiliate out of Buffalo, which is M80, DJ M80, who's bringing the Wu to Lawston, New York. So yeah, so I also want to do the Wu Injection Part Two with M80. So I'm in the process of putting that together. But January's drop. Yeah, 7-track joint. I got my man Wallow Nori on there from the $1 Million Worth of Game on the skit. You know what I mean? Talking about Buffalo and Griselda. And Fetty Pendergrass is the producer on the whole project. He's an amazing producer out of Atlanta. Me and him got together and we put in some work. So it's January 2023.
That's
Yeah,
what's up.
yeah,
That's what's up. That's what's
yeah.
up. So, Tell everybody where they can find you again before we end, and drop them with a nugget. Drop them with a nice nugget.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you can hit me up on the Overlook MC, all across the board, and also the pop-up show _ with the Joker on Instagram. And you can follow IBP Media Group on YouTube. That's the YouTube channel to see the podcast side of the 514 online mix and the pop show with the Joker. Or follow me on Facebook on the government name, Franklin Stewart, or you can put in the Joker too, and it'll pop up too. You'll see the logo of the pop up show with the Joker, and to follow me on that. And yeah, you could just be tune in and check in on the podcast side and see what I got popping.
Plug the name of your album in so they could download it on Apple Music too.
Oh yeah, the Joker the Overlook MC. You can just put in the Joker the Overlook MC, and all my singles will drop on there. I got 6 singles on there, and my recent one is called Loud Pack. You know, so that's one of my cannabis smoking theme music right there. I need a loud pack, zigzag, Silverello, smooth like a Nick, style like a mellow. I'm mellow. I got these trees high yellow. Breathe in, cool. Me, the high fellow. That's me. Yeah.
Come on.
It reminds me of a 90s track. I swear I want to have a 90s party and play it so bad.
Yeah, with some bamboo earrings on.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's the new single. That's doing very well. All the dispensaries on the West Coast are playing in their dispensary joint, and I perform that. Every dispensary that they book me in, they always request that song. You know, you got to play that Loud Pack, man. That's our joint. Yeah, and I'll perform that all the time. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I got the wife here. Yeah.
Hello. How are you?
Rose City.
I love how you guys collaborate. I was like, who is this Rose City? And why? And then I was like, oh, that's sis. Okay.
Yeah, you get the picture of her and Benny the Butcher
Yeah.
on her Instagram. Yeah.
She be sending out, she marketing, she be sending out that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yes, she
Her
does.
and Ecstasy, shout out to Ecstasy Baby too.
Yeah, that's my other
Man,
co-host.
it's
Yeah.
a whole team over it. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I
Yes.
really, really love it. I do. Oh, OG Mom, what nugget you want to leave these listeners with tonight? I love that you. Thank you for joining. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no
Oh,
doubt.
you got a seat. You got a seat.
That's right.
For sure.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Yes, for sure.
The Joker.
Yes.
Send us on off with a few more of those bars off of that Loud Pack.
Oh,
Send us
man.
on off with some more off that Loud Pack.
You don't want me to get the boot.
Yeah, you gonna hear the streets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, get that freestyle.
You need the beatbox.
Yeah, smoking these trees, indeed, the high joker, smoker, getting them high with these tweeds, these weeds, be keeping me motivated and all that. True that. Do that black to attack to me in the 716 to do it clear. They do it right here, me drinking these beers, no fear in my life, getting me blessed at the same time. Lyrical style, getting these tests, let me keep going and flowing from the head. I used to have dreads, now I got a bald head. You know?
Wait a minute. One more question. Did the dread start receding back? That's why you got the bald head?
Yeah, really, it ain't really come off until I got into a scuffle in the South, and somebody had pulled, you know what I mean, from my head, and ever since then it just messed up from there. But I had dreads. That's what people remember me on Lackawanna when I had dreads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had dreads down my back. I was like the Busta Rhymes of the crew. Yeah.
You was one of the first ones out there with dreads.
Yeah.
Nobody was really rocking them like that. At least out there, my nephew had them. Brell
Yeah.
had them, since he was like 9 or something.
Yeah.
He was little.
Yeah, it was a couple people that had them. I think a lot of the OGs had them. I think McQuiller them had small dreads. McQuiller family, they had dreads for a little bit. But I was one of the main ones, one of the main MCs out of Lackawanna that had dreads. So everybody remember me by the dreads. Like, yo, who the dude from the dread? Yo, that's the Joker. They used to call me Humpty. You know what I mean? Hump, but his rap name was the Joker. And the recipes Dirty Nate, he gave me my name. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say thank you both for joining me.
No doubt.
Tonight we are gonna be ending this. The gem that I'm gonna send you guys off with is just continue to be yourself.
Absolutely.
No representatives, okay?
Yeah,
It's
No
tired.
representatives.
That's it.
No
That's it.
representative.
Be
And
real
we'll see
off
you
the
on
jump.
Friday. Signing off.